welcome back to Brunette Wig Place. I'm Lisa. I'm so glad that you are here today. Before I get started, I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button below, and then every time I post a new wig related video, you will get a notification letting you know that I have posted something new. So I have had many requests to review a Paula Young wig, so today that is exactly what I'm doing. This is Heidi by Paula Young, and the color is 812A Pecan Delight. So she is a very long layered glam style. I looked all through the site to try to figure out which one I wanted to review, and there are other reviewers that have reviewed a lot of their popular styles, and I thought, well, let's try Heidi, why not? And they were having a great sale before Christmas where I got 30% off plus free shipping. So I ended up getting this wig for about $50. And one thing that I did, and this is something to note on their website. So if they're offering free shipping, I think the total on the wig was like $49.94 or something, which is so frustrating because free shipping kicked in at $50. So I went to their accessories area and I found something for $1. I should have it here, but I got one of those little things. It's like a little crochet hook thing that you can pull the, when the hair goes inside the cap, you can use it to pull the hair back out so it's not on, the fibers aren't inside the cap as opposed to being outside. And I mean, it's a super handy little tool that I needed anyway, and it was $1, and it bumped my price up without spending a ton of money. So something to note when you're on some of these sites, if they have that type of a shipping discount, it has to be a certain amount. Go see if you can find some little cheap $5 thing, $2 thing, $3 thing, whatever. As long as it's not going to be a thing that costs more than what you'd pay for the shipping, then you're coming out well. So anyway, so Heidi. So let me get started on her. I will go ahead and do a turn, and we'll look at this glamorous girl all the way around. Okay, so front, she's got some layers in the front. She's got a lot of layers, which I'll talk about whenever I do all of her measurements. But a pretty swooping layer. She could be parted. She has a basic top, no mono top or anything, so you could really part her anywhere. They advertise her as being a center part, but mine came parted to the side, so I like a side part, so I just left it there. And I tried changing the part around, and the permatease on the top looks the same no matter how you part her. So okay, so here is my left side. The back. She is quite long. She has a 12.5-inch nape. My left side, you can see all those glammy layers. And back to the front. So she has pretty good reviews, I noticed. One thing that you need to look at on their site is go down and read the reviews, because a lot of women purchase wigs from this site. Paula Young has been around a long time, so there are several wigs that have a ton of reviews. And go through and read what these women are saying, and also a lot of them will post pictures of themselves in the wigs, because this doesn't look on me like it did on the model, because it was very styled on the model. So, again, just read those reviews. They're right there for you. Use them just like you would on Amazon or any other, website. So, okay, so cap construction wise, she has a lace front. It is a very thin lace front. I will show it to you when I take it off, but it is kind of nice that there's a lace front. It's another reason why I chose this one. I wanted to choose one that didn't just have completely basic cap features, most of their wigs do seem to be basic cap. So, but they do have a few lace fronts. They also sometimes offer a mono crown. And you need to go, when you're on their site, you need to click overview of and look at all and read all the features of the wig. Because sometimes I feel like their site is not up front in the description. You need to go through and read that description to find out exactly, what's going on with the cap construction of the wig. So lace front. Ear tabs are not bad. They've got metal in the ear tab. This cap is actually really pretty big on me, but I got the circumference to work. I could pull the cap down over my ears though. It's that big, but I got the circumference to work for me, so the puffiness is more in the back. And since it's a kind of a big style, it just still works. So, but I'll show you the ear tabs. I do have good coverage. Ear tabs are comfortable since I got the circumference adjusted, and there's a piece of metal in there. So they're pretty good. Now, permatease on the top. This is the kind of permatease that I'm not a huge fan of. Now, I don't know how much is showing on the camera. I think it'll show better when we go outside. It's a little bird nesty, gotta say. Reminds me, to my eye, visually, it looks a little bit like a bird's nest. However, this wig is on their site, the retail, they always have one price, but the price that it actually sells for. So the price it actually sells for is $69.99 to $74.99. And like I said, I got it for $50, $49.94 or something like that. So, you know, it's not gonna be as gorgeous as a Raquel Welch or a John Renault or something like that. It's a discounted wig. But what I want to do with my channel is I want it to be well-rounded. I want there to be price points for everybody here. So, you know, when you have a basic cap like this, sometimes you do get permatease like that. You can kind of fluff it up. You can take a hot air brush and try to mash it down, or you can try to steam it down a little bit. But there's got to be something to cover that cap. So that's just something that, you know, you have to deal with. Now you can put headbands in and things like that, which I'll show you, and that hides it quite a bit. So that's a nice solution too. So, but there is permatease, and it's all throughout the wig. It's at the wefting. I mean, it just feels poofy to me, you know. So again, something to note. It does, these Paula Young wigs generally have permatease in them somewhere. So, okay, so let's pop her off and we can look at the inside of her cap. Okay, so interior cap construction. So this is what I'm talking about. I mean, it's probably maybe an inch, you know, lace front. Goes right to the top of the ear tab. And then this is all closed lace with wefting. It's closed wefting up there with flower lace covering it. But there is permatease all up on that top. I'll show it to you too with the wig off. So there you have, you know, your soft velvety ear tabs. You've got a good sized piece of metal. You have an extended, again, flower lace nape. You have Velcro adjusters. I guess because since it's flower lace, they have both sides of the Velcro. You know, when it's the velvety stuff, the Velcro sticks to that. But so there is, but that's not itchy or I haven't found it to be a problem. You know, you can see where I did pull these adjusters in because there's quite a bit to this cap. So the good thing about that is I think this cap would accommodate larger head, you know, large head circumferences. So. And I'm petite and I'm able to make it work for me. So open wefting then all through the cap. There's a bump of permatease right here. So let me flip it back out and I'll show you, try to show you the permatease up closer. Okay, so this is where I'm talking about. This is right when you come off of that that flower lace closed wefting area. So you can see there's a nesty, a nesty area of permatease there. And it's hard to see it on camera. I think it might be easier, but there are just little, you know, sticky up hairs there. But again, it's a, you know, it's a basic cap, so that's what you're gonna get with a basic cap. There's the lace front. I do think it's nice that it has a lace front, and you're still, you know, if you paid their full price, it's priced according to colors. So $69.99 to $74.99. And I will tell you, one way to hide that permatease even more is to choose one of their rooted colors, and they do have some rooted colors. So something to note. I'm not sure if they have a rooted brunette. I don't know, but they definitely have some rooted blondes. So, and I noticed on the rooted colors, they show it on the model on a rooted blonde, and it definitely does not show as much there. So. Okay, so let's talk about her color then. So this is 812A Pecan Delight. So it is a medium golden brown with a light golden brown highlight. And I can see some highlighting there. Trying to get the light to catch, you know, I think the light is catching that 12, but it's pretty blended. So it's not a bold highlight at all. I think it's a very pretty brunette, very natural. I had this in the Heather wig, this same color, but I didn't review Heather because I had just bought her when I first started wearing wigs. And she was heat-friendly fiber, and she lasted, you know, didn't last that long for me because I didn't know how to take care of heat-friendly fiber yet. This one is regular synthetic from everything that I can find. Very natural sheen to the color as well. Okay, let's take her outside and we will look at this color outside in the natural light. So we are outside with this 812A Pecan Delight on this Paula Young wig. So let's look at the permatease out here. I don't know, this would probably be the easiest place for you to see it in this natural light. So, you know, there are some little sticky up, a little bit of nestiness, but for the price point, I don't think it's bad. Okay, so there's this shade out here. Very pretty brunette, like I said. I can definitely see that highlight a little bit more out here in the natural light. Show you the lace front out here too. Lace front's pretty good. I mean, $50 wig, that's a good lace front. Okay, let me show her out here in the natural, the bright sunshine. Okay. So there's some shine to the fibers, but it's not too bad. I don't think I would spray it with dry shampoo or anything. Okay, so as you can see, that Pecan Delight was very, very, very pretty out there in the natural light. Okay, so let's talk about styling with her. So first things first, glasses. Glasses work fine. Yeah, you can see the ear tabs are flush up against my head, so the glasses aren't, you know, getting stuck on the ear tabs or anything like that. So really, really nice. Now she's got lots of styling options because she's got lots of length. So, and she has a lace front, so that's kind of nice. So one way that you could hide that permatease is to wear her up. Bump her up and get that, you know, just completely cover that top. And nobody's gonna see that permatease. She looks very cute and glam like that. That's one thing that's kind of nice about paying, you know, $15, $20 extra to get that lace front. So, and then she can be, you know, of course, just clipped back off your face or whatever. Ear tuckable, she's okay, but she's a little bulky behind the ears to stick, you know, just to put her behind your ears. You certainly can, but she's a little bulky. But she's definitely a wig that you can use. You can do updos and ponytails on. Layering wise and style wise, she kind of reminds me of Mackenzie by Aesthetica. A little bit different, but similar. So, but you can see you can get a nice ponytail on her, which I like. You could even, you know, buy her just to use as a ponytail wig, and she wouldn't be that expensive, you know, for that. So, and I think you could get a hat. It might be a little bulky to put a hat over that, you know, but you could also pull down these front layers if you're putting her up, you know, in a twist or whatever, and that's kind of pretty. So you could twist her, put her in a bun, you know, all kinds of pretty things that you could do with her, which is fun. I think that's kind of nice. She is tangly. I'm having to comb her out a lot. Like every time I mess around with her, she seems to get tangles. But my experience with long synthetic wigs is that they tangle. So I can't say it's, you know, much worse than a more expensive brand as far as the tangling is concerned. So, but she does tangle, so you would want to, you know, carry your wide tooth comb through her, probably spray, maybe some Hair You Wear, restore spray on her nape when you take her off, you know, just to help keep her from tangling and make those fibers last longer. So, but all in all, I think considering her price point and considering all this hair that you get on the wig and everything, she's really a great deal. And she's a pretty wig and definitely very affordable, fun to play with. She'd be fun to try if you're thinking, do I want to wear long hair? You know, buy one of these wigs and just try it on and wear it a little bit, play around with it, have fun with it, and before you commit to a much more expensive long wig. You know, so there are different options for, you know, using these wigs can be used in different ways that way. You know, they can be used as tryouts and things like that where you're not breaking your bank to try a new style. So anyway, so this is Heidi by Paula Young in the color H12A Pecan Delight. Hope you have enjoyed the review. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Bye.